Huh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm? Uh-huh. Hmm? Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm? Uh-huh. Hmm? Hi, welcome in. My name is Egg. I'm a goblin in space, and I do game reviews now. If you're new here, hi, hello, I'm a VTuber. My main channel is right here, so if you like silly game shorts and things like that, feel free to hit this up. If you're from there, hi. Hello, I appreciate you guys for supporting this. I wanted to get back into long form content again, and I figured I would start off with something simple for my first video here, just so I can get back into the groove of talking to myself a little. You'll have noticed for the first bit, that was a silent walkthrough. I didn't want to take away from the beauty of the game and just ruin it with my voice, so that's for everybody who's been looking for a playthrough guide, because I wasn't able to find one either outside of the Steam workshop, and that's not typically where people look for any sort of playthrough. So hello, I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't want to listen to me yap for like 2 to 3 minutes about this game, it was nice to see you. Have a great night or day, whatever it may be for you. So this game was made by a one-man team. His name is Omidjm. I recognized his art style from some Instagram reels that I had seen, where he does some pretty funny animations. I'll pop up his account right over here. Omid has a really interesting and simple style to their art, and I really was drawn to this game because of that style. And then finding out it was a hidden object slash click and find or puzzle game kind of like sunk me in a little bit to where I could sit down and play this game a few times. Just so I could get the 100% on the achievements. Speaking of achievements, here's my proof. I've 100%ed this. I'm not going to show the achievements. I'm going to keep them blurred because you guys, no spoilers. Play the game. It's worth it. I promise. Again, I love how this was all just like hand-drawn and animated. It really does give it kind of a unique feel, and it showcases Omid's passion towards the game. And I think it's really impressive to have that sort of style that speaks across different mediums like that, to where I could instantly recognize it. So that's definitely giving us some points here. And for it being a hidden item and puzzle game, it is really refreshing to have it do more than just find items in like a jumbled picture. I was always a fan of the I Spy books, but I never liked how it was just assets mixed into a small pile of items. Having to search around, unlock doors, solve puzzles, and even break jars to find items really does help to elevate the experience. And I feel like it keeps the players engaged and interacting before they can even realize that the game's over. If you are an achievement hunter like myself, as I showed you here, it's pretty easy to 100% this game in one sitting. There are a couple where you have to actually do just a little bit more than the base game tells you to, but you can find the descriptions on the achievement page themselves, so it's pretty easy. I did give a couple of hints through the walkthrough though. If you saw the frogs and the birds, sorry. I was trying to hint without telling. The only real issue that I have with this game, and this isn't an issue per se with Omid, it's the fact that the game isn't long enough for me. There are 7 levels that you complete. They are varied between difficulties for each one. I think introducing a super short one is the second one, right after that medium-sized map on the first one was a curveball for me. I was like, whoa, why is this so easy? And then you get pushed into the desert and it's like, well, this is a little bit more difficult. I gotta actually turn my brain on. I gotta sit up in my gamer chair. I think not having more levels right now is okay because it is a newer game, but I do have to dock some points because I'm selfish and I want to play more. I want to sit down. I can enjoy this game for hours. I already know it, and I'm so excited to see what he comes out with in the future. But otherwise, it's a really good game for what it is. Like, it's simple enough to where I think anybody of any age, as long as you can sit up and use your fine motor skills, can play. And it's really nice. It's got a good musical background to it. I do think that the audio mix base-wise is a little scuffy-wuffy, but you can adjust the settings for the sounds to your own preferences. I think I got maybe 60 to 90 minutes worth of gameplay out of it. I did play this a couple of times before I did this recording, just so I can be more familiar with where everything was. So I was able to kind of go through it a little bit quicker, just because I immediately knew where it was. But upon first playing it, I think it took us about 90 minutes. We played it live on stream. People were really enjoying it with how chill it was. But I need more. But with all this being said, I am going to give Overlook a solid 9 out of 10. I think 9 out of 10 is fair. For what it is, I think it is beautifully drawn. The music is great. It's really relaxing to just sit and listen to. I think the Foley work for some of the items is a little silly. Some of those things just made me laugh a little. I also like that there are in-game achievements that aren't really achievements too. So just like finding little secret extra things that you can do around the map that maybe aren't critical or story driving or anything like that. I think just giving us something to do a little bit extra kind of goes above and beyond. That's why it's sitting at a 9, because there is an amount of passion and care that was put into this that maybe you wouldn't find from an I Spy. I hate to compare them, but you know, just it's more. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it for what it is. So Omid, thank you very much. I hope you and your wife have a wonderful, wonderful time in your marriage, and I cannot wait to see what else you put out for this. Now that that's done, hi, thanks for sticking around to the end. I promise with the next reviews, we'll be talking during the actual gameplay itself. Again, I wanted to give Overlook its own like moment to shine, and I wanted to do this as a walkthrough because I know that there are no other guides out other than the one that's currently available on Steam. So we'll be doing a little more yapping in the future. I don't have anything guaranteed as far as a schedule or what our next game is going to be, but I will try to find you guys the best of the best games that I can and some interesting titles that come out. Yeah. If you would like to see more reviews like this, feel free to like and subscribe to let me know. You can comment below if you're a fan of puzzle games like myself, or if you have any suggestions for future games that you'd like me to keep my eyes on. You can find me on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. All times will be listed over on my main Twitch channel. I'll make sure I link everything below. And you can also follow my main YouTube channel if you like silly stuff. Go over there. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we sweat. I used to pretend to be a Valorant champ. So enjoy all of that if that's what you're into. But if you're into more low-key stuff like this, thanks for checking me out. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Never stop exploring. Bye-bye. Bye.